You are listening to the No Invite Podcast.
Season 3.
The progression.
Follow us on Instagram at no_invite_podcast or look us up on YouTube at No Invite Podcast.
The best kept secret.
Talk to me. No Invite Podcast, episode 93. We back in the building and we zooming again. What's happening? We got HT Momma right there. We got An, the best kept secret over here, looking like a No Limit album cover. You know what I'm saying? And we in this thing, you know what I mean? And we back us another one. We kind of skipped the Father's Day thing, you know, and then just because we wanted to give their fathers their due, because then everybody else is always stealing all the other glory from them on Father's Day. So we didn't throw a podcast out there, but we back, you know what I'm saying? We're back like your dad has your back, hopefully. And if he doesn't, back like how he looked when he left you. But either way,
I'm like back from when he came. No, I was kidding.
Back from where he came from, or whatever the case might be. Whether you know what I mean, we let it chill for the poppers. We already know what it is. And how are you, man? What's happening? Talk to me. What you look like you've been running around.
The universe doesn't want me to be great.
It never
he
does.
said last time it wasn't the universe. Remember, that's the devil working. The universe wants you to be great, Anne.
The universe is guiding you.
Tap dancing on my nerves. I feel like, listen, I'm supposed to be on some bald-headed hoe shit because my kids are gone until July, right? So, first week, couldn't really do nothing because when they were supposed to be gone, everybody had COVID. We in the house. I'm stuck with them like laying in my bed and in my space. They're vomiting and right? So now they gone. I'm like, all right, cool.
Damn.
All of a sudden, I kept saying, I went to the dentist and I kept saying, like, she didn't do something right. Bruh, she put a fucking Band-Aid on a stab wound. She was supposed to recommend for me to get a root canal because there was a tooth that was hurting super bad or whatever. This woman just put a filling on something that needed a root canal. So now I'm over here off narco. Everything is like nice and flowy and beautiful. And well, you know, with the wine too. And tequila. And I'm just like,
allegedly.
You're over here mixing things. I think it says on the label you're not supposed to.
But it wasn't even prescribed to me, so it don't matter. But yeah, so now I'm over here like, I want to like go out and do stuff, but every time the cold air hit my mouth, it hurt. I'm just like, this is some bullshit. Like, I should be like.
Once again, that's the universe telling you to sit your ass down and fucking relax. So you can say the universe don't want you, but you got to remember it's what it's trying to prevent from you. You know what I'm saying? What it's sparing you from. You can't look at it like it's trying to stop you from something. You got to look at it like maybe it's trying to help you out. Maybe this, you know, everything don't always make sense, but in the
look
grand
at this guy trying
to
make sense. He's onto something.
That's the thing, though. No, listen, y'all not understanding. I'm on a baby food diet. Because my tooth hurt, I can't eat nothing hard. I'm eating all soft food. Like my food is pureed or liquid. Like I should be on.
I mean, that has to be good for your diet, though. Like in a weird way, no. Like I mean, like. Aren't you like on this kind of like losing weight binge? And that could be like, you know, the universe being like, hey, bitch, I got you. I know you're not about to stick to your diet.
and act like she ain't never slurped before. You feel me? That's all I'm saying. So.
Hey, you know what? I did have to tell my friend I was sucking through a straw, right? And I was like, oh my God. Well, you know, when you suck through a straw, you don't realize how the liquid disperses in your mouth until you have a tooth that's sore. Mm-hmm. So when he texted me, I was like, oh, I hope you know. He was like, what? I can't suck.
Oh, man.
It's cool.
Yeah.
He know where to aim now. You know what I'm saying? So it's nothing. Thanks for the heads up.
Man, I don't give a fuck
like,
about that.
I got this serum that's gonna make your tooth feel better. Just open wide.
Like, listen, the reason why I heard is because the straw is too big and you shouldn't use teeth anyways. I was like, oh yeah, that's true.
Okay.
That's right.
Okay.
That's true.
That's right. My guy's a dentist for sure. You know. You know, it's oralology. You dig what I'm saying? I don't even know if that's a word, but it sounds good. You know what I'm saying? That's how first thing I'm gonna try to figure. You know what? We're gonna find a way. I'm here for you. That's how I feel like. If it was me, I'm gonna help my girl find a way. We're gonna find a way somehow, some way. You know, just let me know.
Yeah, no, I really appreciate that support. I feel like that's really kind because sometimes when you just want to get down and do things right, but then like you have to work around it. You have to work around it. Anywho, we wish the best for you.
There's highways, then there's side streets, then there's the back roads. You dig? You're gonna find a way to get where we're going somehow, some way. You know, I mean, get some Orajel, pop in, bust a narco, and drink you some wine, and that's how I'm gonna go. You feel me? Like that's my mentality. You know what I mean? But I'm also a scumbag, so never mind what I'm talking about.
Listen, we trust you.
So
try to take some brown alcohol and put it right on it. You know, like when a baby is teething, how you can put brandy on their gums. I'm gonna see if that method really works.
No, I want to tell you something that really worked for me, and I'll tell everybody else. Okay, you guys, it's a clove of garlic. I had a really bad toothache, like 2 years ago, probably, and I just unpeeled a raw piece of garlic and shoved that shit like where my tooth was hurting, and like bit down as hard as I could, and all that spice made everything go away. All the pain instantly, bro. Any pain that I had in my mouth, it was instantly gone.
All natural.
So I have a clove of garlic. I could do that right now.
Do that right now. I'm just kidding. You don't have to do it right now. No peer pressure.
No, I'm dead ass. I really can't do it right now on the camera just to see if it works. But if it don't work, I swear to God, like we gonna have to have a conversation off.
And it's gonna be like, cut the camera. It's gonna be like, that's like them people that do the chip challenge. You ever seen that shit? Where they fucking eat the little chips and they think they're like, I'm on this nut, and then after that they're like, busting in tears and shit, snot out their fucking mouth and shit. That shit crazy.
Hold on. Does the garlic thing really work? Because I really will try.
I promise you, it worked for me. Like, it worked for me until I was able to get a dentist appointment. And then once I got the dentist appointment, fuck them because they still didn't do shit.
Well, because you fixed it on your own. You fixed it holistically.
Yeah, that's true. But I was still mad. They're supposed to do something, right?
Oh, like at this point,
they always supposed to do something, but they never really do it.
I feel like they're the reason.
You gotta remember,
supposed to do something, and she did the opposite of what she was supposed to do.
You gotta remember, but you gotta remember something. No, this is the reason why I hate our healthcare out here. Period. Because there's so many motherfuckers trying to get over. They don't always want to fix what's wrong with you. They want to fix something or semi-fix it or try to add a way to throw in an extra procedure.
Tell you, I feel like they're the reason why my mouth hurts. Like they drilled some old drills in my mouth and then like a while later, like my mouth is hurting differently. And I'm like, wait, that didn't feel that way until after you guys got up in there.
I didn't feel it like this. See, and this the fucked up part about it. Like
that part.
Yeah, I've told people like the situation with the doctor that I found and whatnot, and how they tried to throw me on medication. I had to switch my doctor, and I finally came across one that was he was like, I'm not here to give you pills. So if you want that kind of doctor, I'm not your doctor. I'm like, hell no, I want somebody. He goes, I'm gonna try to deal with your shit naturally. And then if we can, then we'll prescribe if we have to. But that's the thing, man. It's like you gotta go out there and sometimes you gotta say fuck them and change them or change the dentist, you know what I'm saying? Because some dentists are all out for the profit and they just gonna they don't care. They're just gonna run your shit and whatever. And they could throw probably and I know them. Shout out to all the real dentists, because all the fake dentists are gonna want my head after this. And I ain't even gonna lie, I'm due for a dental appointment. So shout out to my dentist. You know who you are. I'm not gonna blow up spot, but hold me down because they're out there. But I mean, that's why I hate the healthcare system too. The same thing with these doctors and shit, with their private practices and stuff. It's like the first doctor I ran across, he tried to prescribe me nothing but pills. He's all, we did your battery blood work. You're all good. your liver is functioning fine. He's all, we should start you on medication right away. And this is because I went in there and they said my triglycerides were too high. And I told him, I was like, can I just go on a diet? And like, you know what I'm saying? And he goes, yeah, but they're kind of high. I'm worried about you. Maybe you should, start this medication right now. And then, I'm like, you know what? Now I'm cool. I was like, I think I'm gonna do a diet. I cut out red meat. I stopped eating a lot of chicken. I ate like ground turkey, and I stopped eating a lot of grainy food, not grainy food, but a lot of carbs.
Yeah.
I went back, and because of that, like I was hella, I was hella like, yo, I'm like, yo, I don't, you know what I mean? I don't want to fucking. It kind of deterred me from going back to the doctor, so I didn't see him for like 2 years, and then I finally, got up the nerve to fucking want to see what's up again, and I went through my insurance. I found another doctor.
They're like, you're gonna die.
Yeah, no, I took
to live.
yeah, so I took I was kind of spooked because I was like, I ain't seen my doctor, but I've been doing good. I cut out soda, I cut out hella bullshit. Like I was even thinner. My homegirl looked at me one time and was like, eat something, please. She thought something was wrong with me. I was like, yo, ain't nothing fucking wrong with me. I was eating hella clean and running every day. So anyway, so I was kind of like, nah, I don't want to, for 2 years I didn't look for a doctor, and I was like, you know what, I should go check. Anyways, I went through my insurance. I found another doctor. I walked in there, and they meet you and they talk to you and shit. First, when you first meet him, he was like, he's all, I want to run your. I asked him blood work. She introduced me, bam, whatever. We set another date. Came back for the blood work. He's all, first of all, he goes, don't ever spend 2 years away without getting with a diagnosis like that and not fucking say something. You know what I mean? Because I missed 2 years checkups because you're supposed to go. I go once a year. You know what I'm saying? I got insurance. I go once a year, get checked. Blood work, the whole shit. He wasn't
just putting 10 on 2. He was like so serious.
This is a different doctor. I guess my triglycerides or whatever were that high. I guess whatever. Okay. So he goes. Second of all, he goes, your blood came back. It's good. Like you're whatever you did, it's working. Your triglycerides are way down. Everything looks good. Everything's functioning well. And I was like, cool. And then he told me right then and there, he goes, look, I'm not the kind of doctor that's going to prescribe you meds. So if that's what you're looking for, that's not me. He goes, I'd rather take a natural approach first if possible. And then if necessary, we would talk about medication. And I was like, that's perfect. I was like, and I told him, it's like, I'm not trying to shit on nobody, but like the last doctor didn't even really know what the fuck was wrong with me. He was trying to give me pills, and he didn't even like allow me the opportunity to try to change my diet or exercise or anything. Like he was just like, take these pills right now. You need them. And it's like, I ended up fixing this shit myself just by just being a little cleaner when I eat. I still ate my burgers whenever I felt like it or whatever, but it was more far and few in between than, just every other day or, fast food. I wasn't doing none of that shit. I was really strict. I was even going like so crazy as to, I wouldn't fuck with anything that had red or blue dye in it.
Damn.
Like if it had dye in the food, I wouldn't fuck with it.
In all honesty, we as Americans, like if you go to other countries, certain diseases that we're experiencing, they've never experienced. They don't have an outbreak of it. And in all honesty, we as Americans are killing ourselves through our diet.
Yeah. It's like America's all about making money. So you got to outdo the other cola company. What makes you different? Well, my cola's in fucking, clear.
In blue,
mine's in blue or whatever the fuck, you know what I'm saying? So I'm going to add some shit that's chemically made in a fucking refinery, you know what I mean? Because some of these things, like that's why I stopped, because I was like hella shook when he told me something was like, I had an issue, kidney failure and heart disease runs in my family. So I was like, yo, I'm about to be,
years old.
Get the fuck out of here. Anyways, I was about to be a B40. And then I was like, I got to take care of myself. So it kind of, it had me shook, and I started looking into a lot of things and dyes, high fructose corn syrup. There's a lot of little shit that you could cut out that just changed
can go a long way, right?
Yeah. And we don't realize it because
that some of the things that they say run in our family is not hereditary. It is based. They ask you about your family history, because that gives them an outlook on what your family has experienced based off of your lifestyle, right?
Mm-hmm. So where you come from and how you live.
So when they say like, oh, I have high blood pressure, but if grandma cooked all this salty food and then mama cooked all this salty food, it's very likely I grew up on all this salty food, so I'm gonna cook this salty food.
Yeah. No, yeah,
it's some of it is not
hereditary. Can just look like cultural, maybe, or like environmental.
Yeah, or just not even. It could be, what do you call it? It could, what's it called right now? It could be like a society thing, because you think about it, how food has been. It went from being in a more natural state, when they first started it to, local butcher shops and smaller slaughterhouses and shit like that, you know what I mean? And not GMO shit. It went from that to big money and the person wasn't.
They switched it up. Like it's switched up like a lot.
So, I mean,
the same McDonald's that we're eating isn't the same McDonald's that my parents were eating.
Exactly. And that's why now everything.
Because they were eating real patties.
Yeah. And we're eating like babies or something.
And the thing is
manufactured patties. Like right now, there's I'm sure everybody have heard of that show, Super Size Me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But then there's also like a couple of other shows that's out there that I've watched, documentaries and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And one of them, the reason why I really don't eat meat much is because one, I watched one of the documentaries and I was like, this is fucking gross. So one of them showing how a chicken goes from being an egg to being full grown in 10 days. And it's growing at such a rapid pace that it can't even stand on its legs. And then they're putting antibiotics inside the water.
The diseases it's getting
to cure them of the diseases. But then because of the fact that we're eating the chicken who already has antibiotics in them, now our bodies are not responding to the antibiotics they would give us as humans because we've consumed so much antibiotics unintentionally, right? But then I really was like, I don't really eat beef because I watched how they actually they are manually fucking these animals to get them to ejaculate so they can force them to get pregnant. And I'm like, I couldn't imagine just standing there and somebody ramming my shit. What?
Before we carry that on, just know that a lot of people feel how you feel, but a lot of those same people are also the ones that are breeding these little miniature bulldogs that they have to artificially inseminate and fucking jerk off to get their shit.
What?
So, I get what you're saying, but it's that's not to me what bothers me more as too much as how they're treated and kept. It's not a clean and sanitary place. And like you said, all the fucking antibiotics, all the crazy shit that they put into the hormones, it's just, I don't know.
I'm just such a complete scumbag. I feel like that not that I don't care about any of all that, because sure I do care, but I just love meat. I was thinking about what I was going to make for dinner tonight, and I was like, fuck, I don't have any meat. What am I going to cook for dinner?
But you can actually go to a farm and buy your meat from there.
Yeah. And that's what I was going to say there. See, the thing is that we're so reliant on these supermarkets because the supermarkets wiped out the small butcher shops that used to be independent that would go do what Ann's talking about and go and have a farm where they go and get their meats and get their shit, and then they would come disperse it within the neighborhoods. Because of the meat and food industry has went corporate or whatever, that's why we're getting these kind of shitty ass food. I like eating meat, I like steaks, I like chicken, all that shit, right? But you could go and get those kind of products through small farms and small slaughterhouses. It's just so much more expensive. The reason why all this shit is so easily accessible is because they spend a lot of money cutting corners. I mean, they save a lot of money cutting corners so they could offer you what is a deal, but in reality, you're getting a lot of filler and a lot of
how
bullshit.
much of a deal is it in the long run,
That ain't a deal.
Right. So if you look at people that are in sometimes, I don't know if y'all even got the time to do it, but drive to San Ramon and go grocery shopping, or drive to Black Hawk. I
know where you're going. I believe you.
Yeah,
go ahead, keep
when
going.
you see what's offered in the grocery store, even simple stuff like Whole Foods and stuff. You notice they have a Whole Foods in Brentwood. They have a Whole Foods in Concord, Pleasant Hill, borderline
Clayton shit.
But you won't find them in between. But even those ones, if you look at Brentwood, if you look at Concord, and then you go out to San Ramon, Black Hawk,
still a difference,
Alamo,
right?
It's still a difference. They giving y'all a little bit, but they not really giving y'all.
I could be wrong,
because even the Windkill from Antioch or Pittsburgh to Brentwood is so different. The produce, the way that it looks, the way that it's presented to you,
So look, I have a thing, right? And I think I heard this somewhere, so I'm not going to act like it's a theory I came up with, right? But I've always suspected, for the same things like how you guys are saying right now, that, you know, it's regional, where they sent the quality of the products. And I could have swore, I'm not sure, like I said, this is where I'm blurry about it, but they have A grade, B grade, and C grade versions of all these products that we consume. And they're done by lots, I believe, and they're sent to specific places for whatever reasons. But I feel, you know, put my conspiracy hat on again, you know what I'm saying? And we're back, you know what I'm saying? Cue the scary music. But like, in my opinion, I feel like, you know, that, you know, where they're dispersed is very intentional and very strategic. And you're right, because I've lived in Martinez, borderline Pleasant Hill, borderline, what's it called? I was right on the borderline between Pleasant Hill, what's it called, Walnut Creek, and fucking Martinez, right? So the meats and the quality of produce and everything was just different out there than when I would come out here to the same chain stores, Safeways and shit, but it was just a different caliber of product. You feel me? So, you know, you can call it a conspiracy, but a lot of this sometimes it just is what it is. You know,
that's not a conspiracy, and the way,
you know, the writing's on the wall. You dig?
Listen, and the way I have heard them excuse it is because the marketing has shown that the demographics in different areas, purchase power for certain items is much higher than others. So a lot of times when you go to a more affluent neighborhood, you have like a stay-at-home mom. So she's going to cook all her meals. Or maybe she can afford a chef.
Either way, these products are still have to be bought and consumed in that area.
Whereas when you go into a much more working class neighborhood, you have to push a lot more like quick fix. Because
wait, can I just give a shout out real fast, you guys? Now that we're talking about like working people, the Winco in Brentwood has so many fucking good looking working guys. Like, I just want to give a shout out.
I ain't been there. Hold on.
Yeah. Okay. Hold on. Can we talk about that for a second? Like, because I was like pleasantly surprised, and I'm like, wait, hold on. Do you guys have like ladies, or like, are they cool with it, or like, I don't know, like, because it was.
Y'all need something from Winco?
I was like, you guys don't have anybody cooking for you? Like,
we find out. Let me find out. Ann volunteers to be a DoorDash shopper and shit. You know what I'm saying?
From the Brentwood Winco, though, you got to go check that one out one time for the one time.
But I'm gonna be specific. Only send me to where to
they
find
look like
me.
Working men. Like, there's something about working men that's just fucking hot, right? Like,
ooh, yes. There's nothing but I'll say to me. What I'll say, this is my opinion.
Okay.
But for me, like, I feel like a man is much more like fuckable, or he looks more like, he makes me want to like, ooh, I just want to like rip your pants off and suck your dick. When I've seen that you've been at work all day and you have that after.
Yeah, maybe that's what it was.
She like that. She like that sweaty ball fucking essence. You know what I'm saying? Like a digger fresh off of work shit. Okay, fellas. See, you know, you don't got to come home and freshen up, bro. Just run it. You know what I'm saying?
Listen,
Man.
even if you want to jump in the shower, I could jump in with him. It's cool. You ain't worried about it.
Your back.
We can work around all that.
Yo, it's crazy. This how you know this is a real freestyle episode with no topics, because the shit just went from like being super serious and we're getting too heavy, and rightfully so. You brought us out of that, because I mean, at the end of the day, we all know what it is. I mean, it's.
We do.
I don't want to bore people with that, like, you know. And like I said, we don't want to what do you call it? Be a fucking drag. You feel me?
So shout out.
I mean, but telling people to actually stay healthy and stay woke is not necessarily being a drag. That is letting y'all know. I mean,
and we do drop a little bit of knowledge with everything. You know, we try.
Plus, on top of that, hold on, wait. I heard PEBT about to be hitting, so they really might want to go to y'all gonna have extra stamps. So go to the more affluent neighborhoods and get better food.
The what?
Oh, I done already bought 400.
Oh no, I'm saying, what is it? Because what's it called? It sounded like you said like PTB something. I was like, that sound like an STD. That shit sound like an STD and shit. I was like, damn, who got that? Like
from carrying something for 9 months, bro. No.
Hey, I don't give a fuck what y'all say. I carry that motherfucker my whole life. You know what I'm saying with me. You know what I'm saying. So, you know what I mean. Don't act like y'all only carrying ones around
you
here.
that
You know
PEBT then too. Then
I got a bunch. Matter of fact, there's millions of them there in my nutsack swimming around right now. So
wait, can we take a second?
For that?
Hold on. Wait, pause. Time out. Technical bad because I feel bad.
There's millions upon millions.
Can we take a moment to acknowledge, like, seriously, you are like the exemplary father. So you definitely deserve like a happy
Stop
Father's
gassing me up, Ann. But I mean,
but
don't
I'm
stop
so
now
dead
on the podcast.
ass though. I'm so dead ass.
Just tell me the truth off camera though. Just make it look
No,
good.
I'm being so serious. Like even the relationship that you have with your son, the fact that y'all can actually still bond in that manner, like that should be beautiful as fuck. When I be seeing that, I'd be like, oh my God, can't wait.
I was just telling HT. I was just telling her how I was like, y'all must be difficult to live with, bro. And you come around saying this shit right here. Hey, you know what? God bless you, Ann. That's just the lift that I needed this week. Thank you so much.
Aww.
Like, you know what I mean? I needed to hear that. You know, beautiful lies.
Definitely is not a lie, but you know, I mean, don't get me wrong. I got a little situation. I got a little sneaky link that I'm really smitten about. But just in case one of our listeners is single, I'm still something like single. So, you know, the market is still open.
She says she's semi-single, y'all. So basically it ain't about is she or she not. It's about how you're shooting. Is you shooting?
Well, so the reason why I say I'm
semi-single
is because it's not even about like having a man or like anything like that. Cause like I don't live with no man. I live on my own, got my own house, own car, own everything, right? But I feel like I am so dedicated to my hustle right now that I say I'm semi-single because I don't want nobody that want too much of my time.
Man,
I need you to fully understand that I am completely like literally drowning in what I see as success. And so I need you to like, I want you to give me a little bit of attention. Dick is always something I need. But I don't want you to feel like, oh my God, what are you doing today?
Like, don't hit me up every day, right? Like,
yes, no, I can't.
Like, it doesn't have to
I need
be
you to
every
be in
day.
your bag while I'm in my bag. And some point, bags
and
can
then just
come
every
together.
now and again, we can just get in the bag.
I ain't the smartest, man, but this sounds like a little bit of pimping right here. So, I mean, it sounds like pimping right here. I just need you to have this and this and that, and that's it, nothing else. You know, say believe in the dream.
But it's not pimping. Listen, I just posted not long ago. Like, I seriously need somebody to match my ambition. I don't want to be committing myself to nobody who can't match my ambition. Like, that's not working. Plus, on top of that, listen, and I know this is gonna sound so fucked up, but I was walking from where I work at to Walmart, right? So I'm just walking, and you know it's summertime. I see this dude, he walking through the parking lot, shirt off. I'm like, oh my God, baby, it's fine. Hold on.
Yes.
This sir, he lives in a tent across the street from Walmart.
And I don't know what you need. You might need Jesus, but you know what I'm saying?
So done with the homeless population around here. Like,
it's just like, and listen, I am learning. Like,
he's like, "What's up? Pull up to the spot."
I'm starting to feel like I don't even want a man that's.
He was like, "Pull up to the spot."
Like I don't even want a man that's fit. I'm starting to feel like I want a man with a little, like, I need him to have a little beer gut, because I'm noticing the men that I have run into that's like body rippling. Guys. I'm like, you got nothing but time on your hands.
Hey, when people say, go ahead.
You said what?
The dad bods, right? That's where the little beer gut, like, those are hot.
Hey, what?
Like, who?
A little bit. It depends.
The guys who are all like ripped and stuff. Those are the guys.
I can't believe we just kept driving over that. It was like a speed bump. Go ahead.
It's because I feel like the guys who are all like ripped and this and that and got all these muscles, they're so hung up on themselves, and like they're like spending all their time like thinking about themselves and how they look, that they don't really care about really. And then they're gonna be hella worried about how you look. They're gonna be like, oh damn baby, You know,
hold on. I didn't see a whole bunch of ripping niggas. I've seen a whole bunch of
with some real thickies
with
or
a
what?
biggin. So we still
okay.
winning.
So that part I don't know because I guess I haven't really truly committed myself to these.
I've seen a whole bunch of men that be like they want a girl that got a little bit of meat on her bone. Yes. So I don't know if it's because he want to be fine and he don't want her to match his fine. I don't know. But I've seen it a couple times.
That is a point of view, actually.
But my thing is, I feel like the bot, like you can. I just need you to be. I just need you to match my ambition. Like at this point, I feel like the last two people who have truly like tried to approach me in all seriousness, was like one of them was a hobosexual. You just homeless and you want a relationship to get housed, and that's not gonna happen. And then
he's like, what is this dick? You know, what is this dick fucking by me? You know what I'm saying?
Out. That's out.
I mean, they gotta try, man. You gotta do what you gotta do out there in these streets.
Because you know what a hobosexual is, right?
Yeah, I've been there before. I mean, if we're just putting it out there, I'm just saying there was a point in my life where I didn't have a home, okay, and I had to, just hang out.
So you know what? In my head, no, because listen, we've had a couple conversations, and in my head, I'm like, maybe she heard the wrong word. When she said, "Oh, I've been there before," I'm like, "Well, we already talked about that. I know she didn't,
Yeah, I've been some places before, and
then the other guy, he wasn't.
I'm saying she know what time it is.
The other guy was bad because he kept talking like he had his shit together, right? And I'm like, oh. And mind you, he driving like I think a Benz or a Lexus or something. He's like driving this fancy car and all this. But he forgot to tell me. You live with your mom and dad. So that's not like you in your bag because you don't pay rent. Like that's not the same.
I mean, everybody gotta do what they gotta do. I mean,
I'm not saying don't do what you gotta do.
But see, though, this is what I'm saying. You can't just go off that because you never know. He might be doing it for other reasons. You dig what I'm saying? And
but he's never not lived with his parents.
Oh, okay. Well then, hey, then sorry,
but wait,
I try to have your back in this. You know what I'm saying? But
I feel like this conversation came up recently.
I just want everyone to know, please approach me and like have something to bring to the table. Just don't.
But you don't want it to be serious. Why would they have?
No. I never said I don't want it to be serious.
But you're not ready for it right now. So it's like,
what I said is
I'll
that
bring
I'm
this
in my
dick
bag.
and say, well, I mean, you don't want my time. You don't want me to meet nobody. So.
No, because
you only want it when you want it. So what you want from me? That's the mentality.
No, I just want someone who
Ray Charles
understands the hustle.
About to get in my bag right now. Let's talk. To me. Yeah.
You ain't right.
It's not that. Listen, I do want something serious. I just don't want. Sometimes when you trying to get something serious, these people feel like. You want me to be up your ass every second of every day. There's no way for me to reach my goal or to continue chasing my dream if I veer off the path of my dream to focus on you. And that's one of my problems. I'm one of those people, when I get in a relationship, I be 100% in. Anything you need me for, we starting businesses, you need this paperwork, I'm cooking you dinner, like the whole shebang. And I just realized doing that slows me down. So I want somebody who understands and matches my ambition.
I feel you, because you want what you want and forget what he wants or anybody else wants. It's what you want.
Why are you saying it? You're supposed to be on my side.
I am on your side. You know why? Because at the end of the day, you ain't wrong about anything that you're saying.
Okay.
I'm just as a man, you know what I'm saying? I gotta hold it down though. But at the end of the day, you're not really saying nothing that's false. You want what you want when you want it, and you want somebody that clicks to that, right? And it works for them because it's all about compatibility. In my opinion.
I don't want it to sound like I'm not willing to be flexible because
but it's about compatibility. I don't mean not flexible. Right. It's about compatible because you could find somebody that maybe they don't live the same lifestyle as you, but they understand.
Right.
And they're just hardworking and maybe they're just happy with that while you have other ambitions, but they support you. You do what I'm saying?
Right.
So
it's a hey people.
Yeah. Hey. We're gonna put out an ad, no invite, you know what I'm saying? Episode 100.
Oh my God. Can we do a no invite podcast speed edition?
Yeah, if you got some people on Zoom that you want to bring on, are you going to try to highlight them?
Listen, I'm with the whole shebang.
Okay, so check this out. For all the listeners, there's only a few of y'all that I know of, and then the rest of y'all from all around the world. So this includes y'all.
And if you across the country, I'm still available. I got a passport and all. We can make this.
She's
work.
willing to make that long distance work. So check this out for all the listeners out there. What we're gonna do is we're gonna try to get we want you to DM the No Invite account on Instagram at @no_invite_podcast. I want y'all to DM there and let us know that you're interested. Of course, you better be fucking grown, and you better be for real. We don't no scammers. We don't want no Bitcoin. You dig what I'm saying? But pull up to the DM. Let us know you want to shoot your shot on Zoom with Ann and holla at her. And we will set up an episode. We'll send y'all the link. You could jump in there. I'm gonna just watch from the sideline. Like I'm gonna be that meme with Michael Jackson eating the popcorn and shit. That's gonna be me. Like I ain't even gonna intro the podcast. I'm gonna let y'all just go run it. Y'all
mean interviews that I can handle.
Those are the ones where I'm gonna fall back. I ain't got nothing to say. Like you know what I'm saying. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna moderate it, but I'm gonna give it that. See, now that's pimping right there again. For some reason, this South shit sounds familiar.
Hold on.
But you know what I'm saying? But I got you.
But it's not pimping. That's like, Big Brother.
Yeah, because we're not getting money. That's the difference. See, we're not getting no money from this. This is all consensual. Well, I don't know. I don't know about that.
Yeah, don't speak too soon.
Yeah. We don't know about that because you might land yourself some tycoon.
There's a $50 entry fee.
I mean, we could do that too. Ain't nothing wrong with that I know of. I mean, they're buying a chance to try to holler at you. They're not buying no pussy. You feel me? So, right? So it's legit. It's legit. I mean, never know. Maybe, huh?
I really wonder how that would work.
What?
Like, how many people would not do it just because there's an entry fee? Like, to see if you're serious?
I don't know. People are so weird. Like, everything feels like a scam. A lot of people wouldn't do it just because they feel like it'd be some way to scam them. You feel what I mean? At the end of the day, we talking shit and having a good time. But the reality, I mean, look, we put it out there. So we're going to see, actually. This is a social experiment a social experiment in progress.
I am an amazing person. I have an amazing personality.
I mean, if they listen, they know already. So now it's like literally
high maintenance, and this mouth ain't got no filter.
Imagine this. Your favorite. Imagine this. Your podcast that you listen to, a favorite podcast, and one of the hosts is like sliding my DM. So, right? I mean, so there you go. Am's ready for it.
Shoot your shot.
You know what I'm saying? And when you shoot to kill. You feel me? That's how she feels. You better aim right. You know what I mean? But look, come on,
podcast moment. Okay.
I mean, I'm just trying to give you what you want. I'm here to facilitate.
I seriously think that narco and the liquor is just like
is the best thing ever.
I'm gonna let you watch this tomorrow just so I can make sure that you approve of all this because you're acting all the show way must go on
all the time.
Most definitely. Knowing about podcasts.
I'm trying to eat a little bit, so I noticed y'all. I'm sure y'all noticed I've been like eating my baby food. Just a little bit so that I wouldn't be doing it.
Please refrain from all fucking slurping and lip smacking while you're eating on the podcast. We try not to eat crunchy stuff, so we know you're not doing that. But you know what I mean? We don't want our audio only listeners to get the wrong impression, and because they don't see the Zoom, they just hear it. You dig what I'm saying? And as much scumbag shit as we talk about on this podcast, we're very respectable human beings.
And she's like, God, it's so good.
Because that's the thing. Like that
you know
ASMR
why? Because I
AMSR,
finally found something.
Yeah, that's the thing. People
I finally
really fucking
found something today.
I do. I've been listening to fucking ASMR porn, and it's the shit.
What's that?
It's this loaded potato soup from Safeway.
Uh-huh.
And because everything I've tried, like and mind you, let me tell you. So I did a whole like seafood boil. It got crab, mussels, clams. I think I put some oysters in there. There's oysters on the grill. It got the potatoes, it got the corn. My tooth after eating one was so fucked up that I couldn't, and I was in here crying like,
And they eating all that good ass food. You just
I'm
watch
really
it.
sorry to hear that, but should I come pick up the leftovers or like? I'd hate to see that go to waste.
It didn't. Trust me, my family big enough. It's gone.
That's why you're really sad, because you knew there was no chance of there being any left, huh?
Well, really, what was making me the most sad was not just that there was no chance that there was any left, but nobody helped me cook this. So like, and I was able to taste I tasted a little bit of a sausage. I tasted one shrimp. I'm like, ooh, this about to be smacking.
Just remember,
but then, and mind you, I was like, you know how you would take a little spoon and you'll like taste the juice to make sure that the juice has enough flavor. So I'm like, ooh, this is about to be everything. I started with the corn, all bad. I was like, oh my God, I can't do it.
Aww.
So this is what I'm saying. So now I done found myself some soup.
It looks like a cup of noodles that you were eating is what I thought.
Oh no, it's a potato soup.
I know what you're talking about, the hot ones and stuff, right? Yeah, okay. Well, look, and unfortunately the time has come for us to say goodbye, but
what? It's over already?
It's over.
That's what she said.
You know what I mean? Well, hey, if I can't get you now, I'll get you on the way back. You feel what I'm saying? We'll see you guys next weekend for sure. I'll be back around the corner to hit you with another one. And if I'm up to it, you never know. You might get one at the end of the week. You dig? You know what I mean? We stay podcasting. You feel me? This is just the first one. The second one will be longer.
That's what they always say.
The second one will be a longer podcast. Trust me.
By the time you wait for the second one,
I'm so excited right now.
By the time you wait for the second one, sometimes you over it.
I mean, well, you know what? We just know that we don't always come when you want it to, but we come at the right time. Yeah. And that's the podcast. You know what I'm saying? With that being said, No Invite Podcast, episode 93. Any shout outs from Hot Mama? What's happening?
No, just follow my tie-dye. Okay. Totally period tie-dye designs or something.
I'm gonna ask you to say dot. We don't say the period word around here.
Like I said I was going to. Period. I know. I'm fucking. Anywho, I'm dying. Yeah. You guys pray for me.
It's all right. We're all burning up slowly. And you got anything for the people, man? What's happening?
So I have had a small glitch, but everything should be back up and running July 1st for Anasa Opulent Aesthetics. Everything will be moving back in the direction it's supposed to. So definitely, I would say if you want to see something entertaining tonight. Oh, can you?
I'm gonna mute you. Yeah, it's good.
Thank you.
I appreciate that. I appreciate you, Ann. You're a solid individual for that.
But you can go look at the_kept_best_kept_secret1. It's gonna be litty because I got some stuff in play. But then also definitely I would always say for any of your body sculpting facial waxing needs, you can go reach out to Anasa Opulent Aesthetics. I don't know why I stuttered over that. See, I don't know what's going on.
You need to go eat some. You tripping right now.
Well, I'm trying to eat my baby food.
You did it though. You pulled it off. Shit, you realized that you didn't, you know what I mean? You could have did it better than you did. So that's the most important part. It's the No Invite Podcast. We appreciate y'all always. You know what I mean? You can follow us on Instagram at no_invite_podcast. And you could actually find her tagged in all the posts. So if you really want to slide in her DM and be direct, then go on and holla at Ann.
Say it with your chest.
Yeah, say it with, you know what I mean? Can they lead with the dick pic or do you gotta wait?
Oh my God, please do not send any unsolicited dick pics.
I'm just playing.
Block you
I was just playing, by the way. It's a joke. But
but in real life, people do that.
No, really I know that. That's what made it funny. You know,
but it'd be it really be like
that because that'd be y'all like on a regular day, like out of nowhere. You know
the other problem is they send a dick pic, and then when you critique the dick, they get upset. Like when you be like, what's that little bump on the side? Why you didn't make sure to like oil it so it's not like ashy in the picture? They get mad and it's like
ashy dick.
Terrible. Okay, so let's keep it rolling though. Back to what we were talking about. Even though that's horrible, I feel bad for y'all. But what's it called? Coming back, No Invite Podcast. You can find us on all podcasting platforms. Just look at Look up No Invite Podcast. Also go to our YouTube channel if you really fuck with us and you want to get exclusive content, because we do the visuals, Zoom visuals only on there, of course, on our YouTube channel, as well as other bonus vlogs and shit like that. Go to RiBirth Media Films. That's RiBirth Media Films with a Z. And check us out there. Subscribe. And if you fucking got any hair on your peaches, talk shit to us in the fucking comments. You fucking puss. You feel me? you fucking weenies. Like at this point, say something. I don't know. Anything. Let us know you're there, because I know you're watching. Does that make sense? It did,
No.
huh? It did, huh? I just went on a little mini rant, right? I squeezed my shout out at the end, but it wasn't towards anybody but them suckers. You feel me? So, anyways, we out of here. We out like trout. No Invite Podcast, episode 93. It's the progression.